Greetings, Warriors of the Ring. My name is Strider656, and I'm thrilled to welcome you back to another LoME League game. This game I played just now against Vayze, and I want to get it out because I'm falling behind in my videos, which I apologize to my regular War of the Ring people for. I've been focusing a lot also on the Fury of Dracula community, and I'm apologize to those who, wait for these videos, but I'm trying to give a fair share. So I just played this league game against Vayze. This is a LoME League game. It's very exciting, very fun. So I want to get it out there right away. So just so you're aware, this is the second time we started this game. The first time, some random glitch happened where Vayze unviewed the hand of the shadow player, then reviewed it, and the cards were messed up. So we decided just to start over again because it was in turn one. So let's see what happens in this game. So I'm playing free. For my companions, I have Narya, Gandalf. I have the alternate hobbits, and I have Legolas. And I'm sorry, alternate Gimli and alternate Boromir. So Legolas is the only normal one. Legolas and Strider. Everyone else is alternate. My idea is I'm thinking I want to try using that ability of the hobbits at the end of the game. Okay, so he allocates one eye. I say, come on, Gandalf, hoping that he's going to roll well. He only rolls 3 eyes and no musters. Awful start for Shadow. And Gandalf rolls an eye. So 5 eyes in the pool. You know what that means. So I'm thinking right away I'm going to crown Aragorn. I have every little is a gain. I didn't say this out loud. I have every little is a gain and Mirror of Galadriel. So my thoughts are... I'll be safe in Gondor if I get Aragorn there. So here he goes. He's going with Boromir. I bring Boromir because he's the lame Boromir. He draws a strategy card. I decide not to move into Rohan because I don't want him to use... I don't want to use Stormcrow. Not that it would matter, but it would kill one of my Rohan units. So that's my reason for going to Parth Celebrant instead. So he's condensing his forces. His last move, he moved down to Barad-dûr. He's condensing his armies. All right. I give him ring now so I can get Strider or Aragorn. He uses his ring right away to bring the Balrog in so he gets another die. Which brings the dwarves and the elves down. I flip Aragorn. So I'm not going to have Narya for this roll. Alright, it's a little different than the last game. Last game he got the chief turn 1, and I moved twice. And I didn't have Aragorn. So I pass. He flips to Balrog. I decide to play every little as a game. See if I can get some better strategy cards. I put them in Lothernok, Pelargir, and Lamadin, and draw into Faramir's Rangers. So I'm drawing Gondor mustering cards. He moves Isengard down. Now I'm thinking I'm going to move the Fellowship. 2 dice on a 6 and then a reveal. Those chances are really low. So I move the Fellowship. Here we go. And he hits me. So I'm like, all right. So there's a 50% chance, I believe. That's the chances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's got over 50% chance of finding me. But I'm hoping, it's not going to happen. And he does. He finds an eye. So I just say fair is fair because that he did get the chief right away last game. So I started flipping. I flip Gandalf instead of flipping the Fellowship. So I undo everything. And there's a Fellowship. And Fords. He brings in the chief. It is a very epic role for him to be there. I flip the Fellowship. It's going to be hard to hide now they don't have Strider. He brings Saruman in. I decide I'm going to move Gondor down to war. He put Sauron to war. I draw a strategy card. I draw King Bran's Men. And he plays Pits of Mordor, which he can play now that Sauron is at war. Now I see why he did that. So already, this is turn 3. It's looking pretty we can't tell where it's going at this point. The Fellowship isn't moving that fast. Neither is the Shadow Military. I draw House of the Stewards and Wisdom of Elrond. Again, another great card for Mustering Gondor. Fellowship, okay. He allocates an eye. Rolls no more. And I'm hoping for a lot of movement. I do get some movement, so I'm happy to see that. I'm like, I can lose... Saruman is out, so I could try to lose Gandalf here and use the Will of the West to do that. So I move. I missed. He moves the Southerners and Easterlings down. Now I'm like, he probably has Day Without Dawn. Trying to race me with the Fellowship again. He rolls a 3, and I missed again. So the Chief is just chilling with the Fellowship. They're moving, but he's just not seeing it. Maybe he's busy, I don't know, talking to the other Nazgul across the map. Maybe he doesn't know anything that's going on. Southerners and Easterlings are now at war. And I think about it, I said I could move again and get hit, but I don't want to risk... I don't want to give him another ring this early. And I decide I want to protect... I'm looking at all these attacks here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 attacks. And I just want to be able to protect Gondor. So I decided to move Gondor down. He moves his guys towards Gondor now. Towards Umbar. I'm not going to waste... I thought about mustering in DA, but I don't want to waste it. He does have Corsairs. Really lucky. He leaves one behind. And I think about possibly taking that out. But I need more. I need 2 strong forces for that to happen. So I play House of the Stewards. So I can get some more cards. So Boromir's helpful. And I draw Thranduil and Dane. So I get the Do cards. I was hoping for Imrahil of Dol Amroth. He moves his leadership onto Dol Amroth. I pass. Draw a strategy card. I pass. And now he's moving in. So happy to see this. Those guys are coming from Minas Morgul. They're like, we're going to go right into Ithilien here. Theoretically, if I had a scouts, I could scout to Minas Morgul. Oh, but never mind. He blocked it. He blocked it. I was getting excited as I'm rewatching this. I was like, how did I miss that? So I play Faramir's Rangers, looking for some hits here. And I only get 1. But it's 1. He attacks as Gileath. I see a strategy card. I'm like, it's got to be a Swarm of Bats. Because I'm trying to think, what cards could he play? There's no Nazgul in battle. So I decided to play my Confusion here. And he plays Deadly Strife. So this could be bad. And he only gets... He gets 1 hit. And 1 hit to himself. And his Deadly Strife lets me get 3 back. So he gets 3+1, very deadly. So the Faramir's Rangers came in clutch, even though they didn't do a good job with their arrows flying into South Ithilien. This was really pretty good. So I go into Minas Tirith, and I would think about moving the Fellowship, but I decide, nah, I'm gonna get 5 dice next turn with Gandalf anyway. There's no need to kill him. I'm gonna get that roll anyhow. Let me just make Gondor ridiculous. So I'm gonna muster an elite there. He attacks Dol Amroth, plays Mumakil, and gets 3 hits with 3 5s. Perfect play. I get 2 back. So Dol Amroth's down, but Gondor is still looking good. I will go alone and power 2 great. And I'm still in the forwards of Bruinen. That we could be creeping into Moria right now. Allocates an eye, rolls no more. So I'm hoping, okay, lots of movement here, please. And I don't get lots of movement. I get that roll. I'm very angry here when I'm playing this game. Like, you got to be kidding me. So I decide to muster an elite in Minas Tirith. Why not annoy him? He wants to play Day Without Dawn. Whatever. I tell him to attack Minas Tirith. He says, I think he'll wait for reinforcements. If it's a lot of musters, he's grateful for it, though. So here comes a muster parade. So he starts by playing Wormtongue. I move the Fellowship. Why not? I am missed. Because my thoughts were, if I get hit, what I could do is I could use Mirror of Galadriel to flip the... to change a die. Oh, I could use the ring first to change a die into a character, and then use the Palantir to change that into Will of the West. but I wasn't hit. Now he plays Candle of Corpses, which I'm scared of. I don't like seeing this card. And he rolls 3 2s. So I just say that's a Jorik roll. And if Jorik, you're watching, that's for you, man. You know what I'm talking about. So I pass. He musters an Umbar, musters a regular in near Harad. I pass. Musters an elite in Umbar. I laugh. I pass again. He plays Musterings of a Long Planned War, so he is not kidding around. Let's see if he's mustered the whole pool by now. Because that is an achievement. 5 regulars in both. So I say, that's scared, huh? And he says, should I not be? I said, now when you roll musters, I pass. He draws a strategy card. And now I'm going to play King Brandsmen to see if I can get like better cards. And I draw a Spirit of Mordor, which could help if he condenses armies. So I'm excited about that because I see all the Southrons and Easterlings out. So that could happen. That would be amazing. He musters a Nazgul and Dol Guldur and a Nazgul and Moria. I play a Power 2 Great to move the elves down because my thought is if he goes after Lorien, I'm going to have the last action to move the elves down so that I could bring in Galadriel and do some mustering if needed. Bedax Lambden, no card. He gets it. I get hit back. He leaves 3 behind. Which makes sense, as I played games where people like race back for Dol Amroth. You could do it with like Deadman of Dunharrow. If someone leaves a blank, you could bring guys into Eric and then walk in for free. Which I think I saw a video of Generic Pie posted, which is very interesting. So I decide to muster my forces out. I notice I'm out of elites, out of regulars almost. So instead of doing Losternock, I just put in Minas Tirith and Pelargir just to be funny. He attacks Pelargir from LoME. He plays a card I do not. And he totally annihilates them. Look at that roll. I want you to just take a moment. He got 3 6s. And I got 3 hits back. He says, oof. I mean, I was supposed to have advantage that combat. He's at 3 now, but I don't see how he's going to get more points. Because I think I'm distracting him in Gondor. But even then, I'm not moving very fast. I'm technically 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm technically in Parth Calarbrant right now. Going to turn 5, I draw a Horn of Gondor, which is useless, and Power of Tom Bombadil. So I actually toss Horn of Gondor here, because my thought is I don't have Boromir in the Fellowship, and it's not really helpful for a defensive card. The other ones are all helpful. He allocates an eye, rolls 2 more, and this time I roll movement. So move right away. I'm just like, I need to lose Gandalf. He gets 2 hits and draws a 3. Perfect. Perfect tile by Gandalf. That's great to see because Gandalf, I don't have much for corruption soaking in the Fellowship, so he needs to die to a 3. Very helpful. He plays Ringwraith Zarbrod just to move his guys around. And now I make a mistake here. I play a Sword of Mordor because I think that this army has mixed units, but it does not. So I say Osgiliath army and I roll, and he says I can't, so I just take it back. And I said, yeah, thanks for that. Never mind with that card. You didn't see anything. So I just bring Gandalf the White in to Fangorn. He brings Gothmog in. I think, because I'm thinking about, could I do a military potential? But I don't see any openings militarily. So I'm thinking I'm just going to keep moving the Fellowship slowly. That's my aim. He tells me I can play to Minas Morgul, the card. I'm tempted to bring Gandalf in at this point. I'm thinking maybe Gandalf could join this army and make it more ridiculous. He says, bring it and they can all die together. I will go alone here. My thoughts are that way I can threaten the Dew line with Gimli, because Gimli's helpless in the Fellowship with that 1. And my whole idea is I want to be able to get down to those 2 hobbits. And this will heal his corruption. So it's basically, it negates it. So there he goes. He goes straight to Erebor. I tell him it's LoME Gimli, the Dwarven lore. Don't mind him. Just so he doesn't think of the do line. He moves up and out. So now he's starting to condense in. So I'm seeing a strong shadow force here. I actually contemplate attacking his Gileath here, but I don't. Instead, I wait for them to condense. And then I check, because I want to see if I can play my my Spirit of Mordor, and he doesn't do it. So, Spirit of Mordor dodge. I call him a bum. He says, don't worry, it'll happen, though. And now it's time for the moment of the game, right, guys? What does Aragorn do? He has a big army, but I don't feel that that's strong enough. So he runs away, and he goes to Edoras. And my thought is I can get rid of Wormtongue, and I could start mustering up here, because I don't want because I see where his points are going to be. They're probably going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Gondor, and then 5 in Rohan. And I don't need Rohan to be weak, and probably 2 in Lorien. So I don't want to move again. The Fellowship. I've already moved them once. That's why I do that. All right, so he starts moving up and surrounds Minas Tirith, but I'm thinking he could go here and attack Aragorn, because this army is really weak. So I actually contemplate moving the guys away from him. Vayze says he's very brave. And I actually just decide to wait, because there's no need to rush that, because I don't see him moving into Rohan. And instead, I bring Elrond in. So Elrond is in, so I can have another dice nice to roll. He attacks Minas Tirith. Happy to see that, because now I don't have to move away. From Gothmog, I decide to actually do a field battle. I'll probably play Advantageous Position, which I do. And he plays Storm of Bat, so he cancels it. So he hits on 5s, and he gets 4 hits, which is fine, because I have the manpower. My hope is I'm going to hit back. And I hit 2 back. Miserable. So I'm happy that Aragorn went away. He presses. And I decide to put that 1 regular into the force pool, just in case I draw into Dead Men of Dunharrow, so that I can have at least another guy to protect Aragorn if I ever decide to go that way. All right, so now they're under siege. 05 army, pretty strong. And I move Rohan down because I just want to get Rohan in the game quickly, because Aragorn is there and I need to protect him. And he moves his guys here to Minas Morgul. He's eyeing Gondor. So my hope is that I'm delaying him enough so I can move the ring. Going to turn 6. I draw Elven Rope and Riders of Theoden. Says Fellowship, okay. Allocates an eye, rolls 2 more. With a Balrog. And Elrond rolls an eye. So 4 eyes in the pool. I'm still going to move the Fellowship. Hits me twice, and it's a 2. And I think about this for a while. I don't want to lose... I don't want to lose Legolas yet. Plus, my corruption is not that high yet. And just in case he has Morgul Wound, I want to be able to tank damage. So I decided to just take the 2. He attacks Losternock from Pelargir. Misses. I miss. And he hits me, and I hit him back. So there we go. Now I bring Galadriel in, so I just have another die to roll. And he is definitely looking at Gondor here. Boromir feels safe. Aragorn is hanging out in Rohan with the horses, just petting them. He brings an elite into Minas Morgul. I'm with the Fellowship again, because I feel like I need to move this game. And he hits me with a 1 reveal. He almost missed, by the way. That would have been fantastic. But the chief did do his job this time. Got a 1 reveal, and here we go. So I take the 1. I go there. So here we go. Here comes the Balrog. And it's Smeagol. So Smeagol's in, which I'm happy to see, because I was hoping for him. Because I need as much corruption soaking as I can get. So this kind of counts for if you think of Strider leaving. This helps. And Moria is Smeagol too. So Smeagol shows him the way through Moria. That's the story there. But instead of leading to Minas Morgul, he's getting that army ready because it's a 10 HP army that I have. I flip the Fellowship. I play Shadow Lengthens just to move armies. I could play my scouts here, but I don't because I want to save it for Aragorn in case they go to attack him. So I play Rares of Theoden to bulk that army up. He draws a strategy card. I pass. He attacks Minas Tirith with that army. And I see a character card. So I think I'm going to play Heroic Death here because this card is basically useless now. Since I'm nowhere near Lorien. I don't need a Will of the West either. So he plays Cruel as Death. It doesn't help him, but he gets 3 hits. And I get 3 back. So I take a leader, and I kill an elite. He presses. I don't have any cards to play. I could play Valor, but I want to save Thranduil and Dane in case he goes due. So I don't do a card. He gets 2 hits. Sorry, 1 hit back. If I had used a Valor, I would have gotten 3. I would have gotten 3 hits here, but instead I got none. So kind of regret that choice. I mean, he has reinforcements right outside. And now I play Elven Rope. Oh, what I do? I move the Fellowship. Because my thought is I had to move because I'm seeing... Even though there's a lot of eyes in the pool, there's 4 eyes in the pool. I feel like I need to move the Fellowship. And I have Smeagol as guide, so I still have some damage I can take if needed. But I can't get movement back in case I run out of movement later on. So I do move the Fellowship. He hits and draws a 3. So that's going to take Smeagol out. By Smeagol, thank you for your service. And we shall get it is in play. He plays Nazgul Strike. This could be really bad, considering if he draws an eye and hits high because it's going to be really high hitting. So here he goes. He moves his Nazgul around, his leadership around. He hunts. And he gets 4 hits. But he draws a 1. So I say few, and I take the damage. I'm at 5. Alright, we're going to turn 7. Sorry, this isn't very exciting. I'm just trying to recap this game for you guys just so you can see what it was like. I draw Aemir, which is another Rohan mustering card. In the Great Company. Another mustering card with Aragorn. Alright. Elrond dies gone, but I have Galadriel at least. So maybe Galadriel will roll well. We'll see. He rolls 4 total eyes. And Galadriel stays in, which is good. But I'm not going to be moving a lot. So I need to move twice this turn. So my thought is I'll just move first and see if I can move without getting hit or revealed. So his 4 eyes in the pool. Misses, and the rerolls a miss. Safe. So... This is just a random aside, but as a player of War of the Ring, sometimes when you see a lot of eyes in the box, you're worried that, you're going to get hit, and it feels hard. But the thing is, they have to actually roll a 6. So as Shadow, that really crushes to see that they're not getting hits on that. And I take the die back so that I can move again. He plays Dreadful Spells on Minas Tirith and gets 2. I move the Fellowship again because I want to get into Mordor here. And he hits once. And it's a 2 reveal. So thank you, Legolas. So now my whole setup is here. The hobbits are ready. They're ready to use their ability to block a tile. It's a 1. I don't take it. Because then I look at the hunt pool here. And if you add it up, 3, 2 plus 1. I mean, it could kill me. But we'll see. Alright, we're going back here. Alright, here we go. So I move the corruption to 6. And the Gondor attack is probably going to happen here. But At least I've stalled his military enough. All right. I move Rohan down to war now, or well, one more closer to war. He passes. I move Rohan to war. He plays Hill Trolls on Minas Tirith. Again, he is terrified of that army. There's only 5 HP left in there. I play Elven Rope. He starts moving toward... Now I see this, I'm like, uh-oh. He's going towards Aragorn. So I play Éomer to get another leadership and another elite. He moves closer. And now I decide I don't care about Edoras. I care about Helm's Deep. I don't care about this as I do have power to grade out. So I decide to... There's some confusion here, so I'm just going to go to where we went. So I moved everyone into here. There we go. And I left one behind so he can't just do a movement to get it. He has to actually attack. So he attacks Aragorn with the strategy card. I'm thinking it could be a swarm of bats, but I'm going to play scouts anyway so I can get out of here. And he plays We Come to Kill. So not today. You're not coming to kill today. And we go into what is this? Helm's Deep. And I decide to draw a character card. I have Eagles Are Coming. I was hoping for Mithril Coat, but you can't get everything you want. I draw Elven Cloaks and Kindred of Glorfindel. And I'm in Mordor now. So here we go. He allocates 1, rolls 2 more, which is fine because the way I see it, I can cancel an eye with my hobbits. So I'm so excited to use it. So I flip the Fellowship. This is Galadriel's last turn, being able to use her die, by the way. There's a star on it. He attacks Helm's Deep, puts under siege. I just put the regular into reinforcements. I decide to move the Fellowship because I can safely. It's a 0 reveal. That's going to slow me down, though. He moves all of his Nazgul onto Minas Tirith. You know what that means, guys? You know what it's time for? Time for the Eagles Are Coming. So Boromir's like, nope, this is not happening to me today, guys. And Eagles are coming. So the Eagles are flying in. They're swooping into Minas Tirith. And let's see the hits they get. None. But they leave. So I am wasting one of his dice. So that was mean. And now he decides to attack Minas Tirith with just the chief. I play Advantageous Position because I see a strategy card. He plays Onslaught, so he misses, and I miss. If I had played Valor, I would have gotten 2. I say fair game at this point. Let me check my stats to see if I'm accurate in complaining. He's +5 on 5s, and he's even on 6s. I'm negative on 5s and 6s. I'm -3 right now. So yeah, I guess I can complain a little bit. But that's the game. And his Onslaught gets 2. And then he presses, plays Great Host, and gets 2. And I get 3 back. Or 2 back. So he takes them all out. He had a giant army. I guess you needed them all, if you think about it. So now that whole threat in Gondor is over. And now I'm worried because I don't have any way to hide or move here. So what I'm thinking of is I'm just going to hide the Fellowship. Then I'm going to move him with the ring. Because if I draw an eye, even though it looks like it's a 5 reveal, it's really a 0 because I have these guys here blocking it. So he draws a strategy card. I play Great Company because I have it. So I kill a regular, Rohan regular, and bring in an elite. So that army is now gigantic. And I draw Grimbjorn, which is nothing, and Book of Mizarble, which I was threatening before, to be fair, up here. He brings the mouth in. I move the Fellowship, and I draw 0 reveal. He says, I would have been nice there. I laugh about it. I was hoping for the eye, too, so I could block it. But that was more for, like, the laughs of it. The 0 reveal is pretty good. I could have used it to block that 0 reveal. but I'm not going to do that because I need all the corruption I can get. So I decided to move the elves down to war before he attacks them. Turn 9, I draw Challenge of the King in Swords of Eriador. Now this is interesting what's going to happen here. I actually laugh when I draw it. He allocates 1 eye, rolls 1 more with his Gothmog. And I got 2 movement. I start by moving. I'm sorry, by hiding. He attacks Lorien, which is illegal. I didn't catch this till later. But to be fair, yeah, we make it work. All right. So I just muster up in Lorien anyway. He musters up in Orthanc because he sees my army is gigantic and he wants to get a huge army on it. Now I play Challenge of the King. So here we go. Let's look at the hunt pool. 4 eyes are in it. 50% chance of drawing eyes. So I could kill Aragorn here. So let's see what happens. So I draw an eye. And then I draw another eye. Now he could die here. So drum roll, guys. And I draw 1 reveal. So that was really scary, but it makes the pool better for me. Now I move the Fellowship, and I draw 3. And I think about it. I actually look here. All right, so there's a mistake I'm seeing right now. I'm going to message Vayze about this as well. But the 1 reveal should also be in the pool here, and it's not. So, yeah. I prefer to put it back in. So, anyway. So what I did is I did math based off this. And for those reasons, I decided to take the 3. Because I can cancel the eye if I draw it. And I can cancel the 2 if I draw it. So I take all 3 damage. And, yeah, sorry guys, I don't like making mistakes, but I also want to be very transparent on my channel. Oh, there's the 1 reveal. It's in reinforcements. Wow. All right. So he moves his armies out. Move an elite into Lorien. He moves all his guys onto here. So he's got a 4-6 army. That's 16 to my 9. I pass. He exchanges the Witch King. I pass. And now I realize that he can't be in Lorien, but I let him keep it. So I guess we could try to call it even, but I don't know. We'll see. See watching the game. All right, so he moves Nazgul around. Now I plays Fighting Uruk-hai, and I'm hoping I could win this. We'll see. Probably not. He plays Dread and Despair because I saw a character card. I decided not to play any of mine because nothing would really help me. He forfeits 3, so I can roll 2. I think he gets 3 hits, and I get 1 back. Going to round 2. I play no card. He gets 2. I get 4. Going to final round here. I play Advantageous Position because I see a strategy card, and he plays Mumakil. But he gets 3 6s. And I got 1 back, so Mumakil takes him. So that big army just got crushed. So his military is doing really well. And I play Elven Cloaks in the pool. He put Shelob's Lair in the pool. So here we go. I get rid of the Aragorn die. He allocates an eye. I don't get enough movement here. But I'm still going to move anyway to start. No, I want to draw... Sorry, I want to draw a character card first. To see if it can help. So he realizes that if he didn't roll many eyes, he could have taken all... He could have won this turn by taking the cities. So now I'm glad I left that 1 guy behind to be annoying. And he moves here. But I do have Book of Mizarble, Book of Mizarble, Dane, and Thranduil to help me muster if I need it. I'm with the Fellowship now, and I draw Elven Cloaks, which is really dangerous. Because if Shelob could kill me. Hex Edoras, playing Lure of the Ring. Yep. And he takes it easily. Happy to see that because I know he can't cycle character cards as much now. I decided to put in the lead Woodwood Rum just to protect it. That's my thoughts. He uses a ring to draw a character card. I decide to draw a character card too. We're going to play the character card drawing game I can play. I get rid of the way there because that's not going to help me at all. And now he's moving his armies up for his final points. And I play Dane just because I can. And he moves towards Lorien. All right, here we go. Turn 11. I draw Gwahir and help unlooked for. I get rid of Axe and Bow because it's not helpful. He allocates 2 eyes, rolls 2 more. I move, and I draw a 2. So I do get to use the Hobbit ability here to block it. It was a crazy game. Thank you all for watching. It was a long one, 36 minutes. I'm going to message Vayze right after this game, just to let him know what happened. And hopefully this game stands. So thank you all for watching. Let's look the stats out. I'm excited to win because I feel like my LoME League luck has been pretty bad. So, but let's look. I want to show you this. Look at the combat. I want you to see this. Look how pathetic. Pathetic. But I did get enough movement to dunk, and it was a very slow game. But it helps having 6 dice with Aragorn. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I hope to post some more games soon. Thank you all so much. Take care.